She was born in Panama, lived in Germany, and has resided in Minot now for more than 2 decades. When her family arrived, the Minot public school system made quite an impression on Señora Tetzloff, and that impression led her to fulfill a dream. And she is this week's Someone You Should Know.
One day my son Ryan came home and said, "Mom, how come you not become a teacher?"
And that's all she wrote. Señora Tetzloff enrolled at Minot State University and earned 2 more bachelor degrees to add to her first, and was hired by the Minot Public School District immediately.
I fell in love with this group. I like to teach high school. I like to teach, about Spanish language. I like to teach about literature.
For the past 21 years, Señora Tetzloff has done that and so much more.
She doesn't just teach Spanish just to teach Spanish. She teaches us to go out into the world. She teaches us to be prepared for the world, because she just wants us to succeed in life. I love that.
Really, I want the students to be a world citizen. That is my main goal.
But it hasn't been an easy road for Señora Tetzloff. 14 years ago, she was diagnosed with a vestibular disorder that causes her to lose her balance and experience vertigo, hearing loss, visual disturbances, and more. But her students and colleagues have helped her every step of the way.
I'm really happy to have students who tell me every day, "Señora, you can do it. When you're having a hard day, we know that you're having a hard day." So they know, and I think that is what is making this job still possible for me after being sick for so many years.
And Señora Tetzloff's positivity impacts students like Connor Shaw day in and day out.
She's told us how she's had a very hard life. Yet she continues on, and it's taught me that, even when you have these hardships going on, you have these maybe some trials and tribulations, you still keep going with it.
Students not only learn to speak the language in Señora Tetzloff's class, she also talks about her own invisible illness, opening the door to talk about mental health and the importance to being open to people around you. It's a lot to learn, but she knows how to keep her students' attention.
They know that they have to maximize the time when they walk into my room. Don't live for tomorrow what you can do today, and that's their motto.
Grayson Schaefer can attest to that.
She's the most organized and the most strict. I think it is better for people because it pushes them to their limits.
Cadence Shipman says there's also a fun side to Señora Tetzloff.
Yeah, I think she's always singing, she's not afraid to sing or dance in front of us and make jokes, and I feel like that, along with the way she teaches and her strictness and her discipline, really makes a great environment.
And with that,
every day is a win for me.
Señora Tetzloff is someone you should know. And this week, May 21st through the 27th, is also Steps to Balance, which is the Vestibular Disorder Association, or VIDA's, annual call to all vesties to support each other on their journey towards better balance. We wish her the very best. And keep it with us.